So the line is, why is your team so good? The coach says, well, some schools practice a play so many times until they get it right. And at our school, we practice a play so many times until we can't get it wrong. Listen, college football is something that is just an absolute, I go crazy. Full transparency, I was so bad at football that I was on 4th string on a team that only had 3 strings. So go figure. But I love to watch it. And Saturdays, college football in the fall, it's just the best. One of my favorite things to do is listen to the pregame and postgame interviews with college coaches and college football coaches, or football coaches in general. I don't care what school it is. I just love hearing their take on predicting something in the future based on performance, or responding or in response to what they just saw on the field. And it got me thinking, Saturdays, with all the press conference stuff that goes on during the week, Saturdays with the hype of the drum line and the fans and the atmosphere and the pressure and all that kind of stuff, they talk about what's well enough. Well, if we play well enough, we're going to win this game. If we do good enough, we'll win this game. And enough in that circumstance, or well enough in that circumstance, is 1 point more than the other team. You can have all your plans, you can have all your schemes, you can have the entire playbook right in front of you, but you got to go out and execute, right? And if you do that, 1 more point enough better than the other team, then you win. So thinking about that and applying it, because who doesn't get fired up by pregame speeches by coaches, but going into this week, if you got a big project going on, if you got a big task, if you got a big assignment, if you're a student, if you got a big project you're working on, you're in the trades, you're in the profession, whatever it is, and you have something, what does good enough or well enough mean in this circumstance? Or are you just trying to fight for perfection? And perfection's great if you want to go for that. But I learned early on, I was way too intense as a 10-year-old playing 4th grade basketball to realize that I got some work to do on understanding that sometimes good enough is good enough. And not every resource will be at your disposal. Not every break's going to go your way. But the blessing is in making the best with what you have and understanding that good enough only needs to be 1 point more. So whatever scoreboard you're keeping track of and whatever scoreboard you're measuring against, please be kind enough to yourself to understand that sometimes good enough is good enough. And just like the coaches like to say, if we play well enough, we'll win the game. Because I think you can too. Well, you matter. I appreciate you. Go get them.